Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is ManTheMaker, and welcome to episode 2. The last time, probably, that I'll remember the episode number that we're on while I'm recording, of Caveman to Cosmos. We are Lincoln of the Americans. We've established our city. We're doing some exploration, met some neighbors. What's this? A volcano. Interesting. Yeah. And that's about it. Let's go ahead. We're gonna develop some language. I think it's about time that our people talk. Yeah, you're gonna get murdered, so I guess don't do that. A muskox. Probably not gonna be aggressive. Everybody's going in the same direction here. I don't really like that. You're gonna loop down around. We were attacked. We were attacked and we survived. We even gained some production and some food. That's really nice. Cool. Cool. We don't even have to heal. In fact, you leveled up again? I could just put you, for gorilla. I mean, having withdrawal chance is pretty nice because you can just kind of get, having your unit survive and level up, I think is pretty useful. I'm gonna have you loop around in the snow. And you're also going to kind of come around here. Language. Boom.
Language is not only the vehicle of thought. It is a great and efficient instrument of thinking.
Okie dokie. So, we unlock some buildings. Community discussions. +1 education. I mean, that's going to prevent our education from tanking, at least. A wonder of nature. Yeah, I think... Right. If you have a certain wonder, Lake by Call, within your territory, and you build this, you get a whole bunch of stuff. So that's pretty cool. Now we can build a bunch of wonders. I think that's what all of these are. Lots of wonders of natures. We can also do stinging insults for some people. Okay. Sure, as well as educate. Native language does require language, which we now have, giving us a small bonus to stuff. Yeah, continue. We can now implement the civics. Native language. The language exists, but it's very difficult for foreigners to understand it. Let's see the big picture. Now we're getting into stuff. All the kinds of governments that we can put onto. Do you want a universal empire or a galactic federation? Yeah, eventually. The Gestalt mind? The gerontocracy? Yeah, we don't gotta worry about any of that stuff, but there's like a lot of different things here. We've got the ways in which we rule, the way that we distribute power, how our military is set up, religion, society, economy, welfare, currency, workforce, education, language. We go from non-verbal, where we just have +1 lack of health. Why does not speaking give you unhealthiness? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just like bad for mental health, but probably not for people who's never spoken before. Well, anyways, this just gives us a little bit more stuff. I mean, of course we're going to do it. Of course, there's also immigration, agriculture, and garbage. But we will perform this revolution. And now we can see what to research next. Oral tradition... enables oral tradition, and you can construct the storytellers. It is useful for science. Science early on is like super critical, I think, and probably pushing us into that from the beginning is what I'm gonna do. We don't have anything to gather. It's not entirely true. First to discover receives a gatherer. Okay, I don't know. We're probably too late for that now that I think about it. But maybe I do want to be able to build a gatherer. So, okay. I've convinced myself to do that. And yeah, you're just looping around. Got a nice mountain over here. Yeah, we've reached the Northern Sea, a new landmark. Okay. Pretty intense music here. Everybody gained that big bonus now. I don't really know why, what the land bonus is from. You just keep poking out over here. The enemy has been spotted near Washington, D.C. The enemy, the pheasant. Pheasants murdered my parents. And yeah, we're going to continue exploring. Would be nice. Like, hunting is a huge part of the early game. Also, a Chinese brute has been discovered. That's fine. We're going to continue just going around this way. You're going to come over here. Gatherer has been... Okay, so somebody did get gathering first. If I had known that, I might have gone for gathering first myself. One interesting thing to note, there are terrains that cause damage to units. And we found the Chinese city. Okie dokie. A couple of stone throwers, yeah, no doubt. Okay, we're going to go down this way. How's that alpha male doing? Alpha male is doing just fine. Chinese are all over the place over here. Yeah, continue going with the alpha male. We have no growth whatsoever right now. I mean, what are you working actually? Yeah, because you're working the production tile. I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Crime continues to grow. Doesn't my stone thrower... Building up crime fighting. Yeah, okay, it's -1. That makes sense. I don't want you. Did I just...
Awaiting your orders.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I woke him up by accident. Yeah. Wow, the Chinese really are everywhere. How could these moose have American flags around them? Build up. I guess just go back into crime fighting. You're only giving -1. Which is interesting. Yeah, okay. You're going to continue circling around. Going much further from here, I'm not sure if it's quite worth it. Volcano has been erupting in recent history. Okay. Sure, a volcano explodes. There's a brown bear. That's pretty scary. A brown bear can totally murder me. We've also encountered... Wait, I'm sorry, what are you? A Neanderthal brute. So we have encountered some Neanderthals, which obviously, you know, it is our duty to annihilate. And Meiji of the Japanese Empire. There shall be peace in our time. Very good. The alpha male done next turn, is it? Or the turn after? I don't understand why the animals have these flags. And we were killed by a brown bear. Unfortunate. Community discussions. 25 turns. Does give us, right, so a little bit of health, a little bit of culture, okay, sure. But that education, because we don't want our education to go down, it has some pretty strong malices to science, which maybe at this stage of the game doesn't matter. I will go ahead and fight this snake. And we won. We killed the puff adder. We did take some losses from it, but that's okay. Took some damage, rather. And you can heal for 5 turns. This automatic selection thing, like, lets you heal a little bit faster. It makes you more vulnerable to attack, however. So we gotta kind of keep an eye on this guy. How do you center? Is it C? Yes. Solomon, yeah, okay. So far, scores are basically all the same, which is fine for me. Now, we may want to consider going back and, like, trying to hunt some of these animals. Ah, maybe the brute couldn't hunt the hawk because he doesn't have range. entirely possible. Gathering.
Autumn
Yeah, we were not the first to discover.
Of gathering together. For nature, it is a time of sowing, of scattering abroad.
So now we can put gathering stuff on lots of places. Like, okay, yeah, maybe we don't have access to driftwood or berries or grain, but I think we do have access to grass. No lichens, perhaps, lichens. And of course, you know, all these improvements are available, and it leads to more stuff. But I think now we are going to go... Yeah, this does open up a bunch of new stuff. I think I'm going to go into oral tradition. Constructing storytellers seems kind of useful. We don't have any animals in which to make scavenging camps from, so we're just not going to worry about that. And I think I'm going to send you back up to around here to do stuff. Now you can do... You want me to go there because I can actually put a gathering thing. Oh, what's this? Grapes. And you are just a forest in a grassland? And you give me additional food? I guess that's fine. I mean, we're not growing at all right now. Maybe that's a bad thing. Generally in Civilization, it's a bad thing. It does consume the unit. Right. And you can't actually put anything here. No. Let me see. Is this the best tile to do something on? Yeah, it'll give it 3 food, 1 production, which would be some nice thing to move on to. Can you do something here? You cannot. Alright. It's going to take you 35 turns to do it, mind you, but okay. Stone thrower, come back to us. And you continue exploring. I'm just going to say, please come all the way home. You're going to be our explorer here. There's some rice out here. Ooh. That is a nice tile. It's really a shame that we did not get any impressive tiles next to us. Oh, looks like we have found Israel. Just some bamboo. Nothing particularly notable over here. Volcanoes are erupting. Not our concern. We're actually not next to a volcano. And I wonder, if I go and look here, crime has stagnated. So that's pretty great. 31 for community discussions, was it? Because you just... Whoa! Yeah, you decided to do that. I'm going to have you work this tile. And in fact... Screw what you're doing there. Wow, how did this... Because we found grapes here, it's now so much better? I mean, moving towards the growth? I don't know. Cave lines. Okay, well, we've lost most of our units now to some wild animals. Yeah, you're going to do the grapes here. Build a seed camp? No, we want the grape gathering camp. 34 turns. That's what we want. We've lost our units to wild animals. Probably could have been a little bit more careful. That disappeared real quick. Yeah, I do think spending things on food right now just isn't worth it. Is my turn ending? Enter to end the turn. Hello? Okay, it wasn't accepting... Wow. It no longer accepts my enter key. The center enter key. Center enter? I think I can go there without fighting him. I can. So apparently brutes can't hunt? Don't really know why that's the case. You're home now. You seem to get your ass kicked by all the animals. So why did I bring you home? You can't do anything. Can I? I'm just gonna have you automatically explore then. Fine. You just do whatever you gotta do there, buddy. Whatever you need to do. Solomon has adopted native language. Indeed, we are in the lead. Somehow. Maybe our technology was 0 from tech. Community discussions. Getting this up before education goes down is really nice. Okay, so storyteller.
Why the people came here, what they did when they got here, going back to the Native Americans, and coming all the way forward.
So basically, we can make the storyteller. We build it. And then I think you can use them to do something like this, to put these folklores in. I don't know the requirements, for example. Creation myth, for example, looks like we're not going to be able to do that. Ah, oral tradition is available to us now. That's cool. Continue. Let's see the big picture. So this is going to be underneath education, probably. Yep. Right now we have ignorance. Whatever knowledge or wisdom someone gained during their lives is lost once they die. Everybody's a little bit happier, but we get minus a bunch of malice to everything. With oral tradition, -5 culture, -2 gold, and 1 culture in capital, which is obviously much better than this. Also, we get +2 education. Allows construction of creation myth, construction. Lots of things are faster. Yes, please. By the way, what's policy? Okay. It's not an option yet. Yeah. Do the revolution. Up next, scavenging, herbalism, prehistoric music. I mean, cave dwelling. We do need this for shelter building. How do we get to hunting? Really, we want to get to hunting, I think. Stone tools, yeah. I really would like to get to where we can make chasers, I guess they are. It's probably the hunters. Because hunting is super strong. So what do we need for that? Scavenging trails. I think we're going to go with cave dwelling. I mean, having this stuff, no. We're just going to go straight at this point for persistence hunting. I think that seems pretty good to me. Because you can get so many bonuses from this stuff, right? You want me to make the alpha female, but we got a bunch of new stuff available. Storage pit. Stores 5% of growth. Interesting. May be needed to build storyteller. Is it or is it not? Wow, you cost 40 turns to make. That's pretty incredible. The folklore is also incredibly expensive. Knowledge inheritance, more science, more education. I mean, I guess the -3 disease is nice. The +1 food is okay. It's probably just best to get this now. Also, we will stop our disease from continuing to rise, which maybe is fine. Honestly, just getting a stone thrower that maybe can start killing some animals nearby. Nah. I'll go for the alpha female. And we found a Luru. I'm not going to read that. Pardon me. But we can also see education is no longer going down. +2 per turn, but we are also getting +1 population decay. General property sources, population comma decay. +1 per turn. Okay. Sure. Whatever that means. We have adopted oral tradition. Are we the first to this? I think we are. people, or Japan, you kind of like us. That's cool. At this point, we just end the turn. We've got some Chinese moose nearby. I don't really know how this is all claimed or whatever. Like, why is this puff adder American? It's just who's ever near them, they get like a claim to it, and what? Then you can't kill them? This is pretty annoying, though. I wish I could do something about that. Yeah, and at this point, we're just going to kind of click through some turns, I guess. Where nothing much is going on. And I might even just kind of pause the recording for this. This is kind of a new thing. I might do this for this series because it is so long where maybe I just kind of, when there's nothing happening, I'm going to pause. So we'll see when something happens again. And we're back, and here we go. We've got ourselves an alpha female has been constructed. Wonderful. Do you want me to build a wanderer? For exploration purposes, I suppose. I could do meager research. That's pretty bad. I mean, actually, getting another stone... Maybe I will just get the stone thrower. This folklore stuff, it also takes so damn long. I mean, knowledge inheritance is kind of the only one of real value, but I'll get another stone thrower. I think I do want a little bit more defense, just in case. Just in case.
Your friend is already dead, and being eaten by vultures. I think it's okay to feed some bits of your friend to one of the vultures to teach him to do some tricks. But only if you're serious about adopting the vulture.
That's pretty amazing. Thank you, Jack Handy. Okay, cool. We got ourselves scavenging. We can build scavenging camps if we have access to something. Termites, nests, worms, carrion, grasshoppers. It also reveals all of this stuff. Okay, I actually didn't realize that it would reveal that. Got some new stuff. Yeah, new stuff. Great. We already know where we're going. We're going for some trails. And nothing has actually been revealed. So, okay. Also, oh, discovered a source of poultry. Oh, it's on this tile. That's really too bad. And look at that. That is just actually so much food. I must wonder here. Oh, the food goes into the stone thrower. So this is actually faster. Wonderful. Hello, Dom Pedro of the Brazilian Empire. You're starting off pleased already? Because we have years of peace? Okay, sure. I have chosen wisely. Yes. And we've gained access to our first food resource, raising the health levels. Ooh. This is actually better now. Well. Does that give health from grapes? From bonuses? Yeah, probably. That's probably from bonuses. Excellent. I don't know why it tells you on the bottom, berry gatherer, all this stuff. Okay, sure. You know, whatever. Okay. Alright, we've trained ourselves a stone thrower. And right now we don't really have that many interesting things to make. The storage pit does not make any sense right now. When the hell are we going to grow? Another gatherer. It's okay. We can also start working on the knowledge inheritance here. It's going to take a very long time, but this is the long game here, right? This is kind of what we do here. And I think I like... I know I said, you know, going for the food at the early game doesn't really matter, but I'm also a little bit... I mean, it does... It's something. It's actually so little. But this actually gives me additional commerce, so additional science, which is pretty interesting. This gives us minus food, even. Because of the additional science, I'm somewhat tempted to go for that. Now, the stone thrower. You also will just get your ass kicked by all the animals. Lots of freaking grapes around here. So it looks to me like, I mean, I'm just going to have you just hang out. Range targeting, yeah, sure. That's fine. But that is all the time we have for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try this new thing where I kind of like skip some dead air. Just kind of make the game progress a little bit faster for you. I mean, same time for me, but, you know, I will say I often like to fill that dead air with just babble. So let me know down in the comments if you actually kind of like how that worked, or maybe you miss my meandering thoughts while we wait for the turns to progress. Very interested in hearing your perspective on that. And yeah, until next time, when we will be what? We're going for hunting. I think hunting is super, super good. It can get you some really, really cool stuff. Taming animals is really powerful, I think. And I want to hunt, you know? I've never been much of a hunter myself in the real world. I lived in Montana for a short time, and people tried to get me into hunting there, but it still really wasn't my thing. So maybe I can live out that life here as an American. You know, maybe we rename this place to Missoula or something. I say Montana. Missoula's about 20 miles from Montana. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Until next time, my name is ManTheMaker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.